The other day, I reviewed a book by Teresa Reed, the tarot lady, on Instagram and Facebook. So I went to her page to check her out, see what new stuff she was doing. And she posted something that I thought was adorable. It says students based on astrology. So this is going to tell us the characteristics of different students based on their astrological sign. So I thought we would read this and get a good laugh at them and see if they match any of the people that we already know. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it too. Let me see. Please, let's see. Drop us a positive comment in the comment section. What else would I like you to do? I would like you to hit me up for a reading. And my email and all my information is underneath this video. Okay? So check out underneath this video. It's a lot of good stuff there. Alright, so this is going to be short. Students based on astrology. And I'm going to start with Pisces as always. Pisces. Okay, so the Pisces student is creative, learns through experience. That sounds right to me. I don't know about the experience part, but I know for a fact that my Pisces friends are very creative, especially in the arts. Many of them are into like visual art or painting and stuff like that, music, stuff like that. So I do have a lot of Pisces friends. Aquarius, the Brainiac, needs freedom to explore. I do think a lot of Aquarius are very intelligent, and I do think we need freedom to explore things. We need freedom in general and independence, as much as is, appropriately possible. Capricorn, studious, quick to correct everyone. A Capricorn student, are they like that? I could see that. I could see them being studious. I could see them correcting people, even if they're not studious. I can see that. Because a lot of Capricorns have a tendency to be what I would call bossy. So I could see them wanting to correct people. So yeah, I can see that. Sagittarius skips class but manages to ace every test. I have a Sagittarius moon. And I remember when I was in college, my professor said to me, "You are one of the most intelligent people I know." And I was like, okay, thank you. And she was like, because you slept a lot. She was like, you slept every day in class and aced every test. And I was like, because I read. I read everything you assign. I'm just exhausted from working all night. And she was cool. She was a really cool teacher. And I, of course, got an A in her class. But I just thought it was funny when she said that. Scorpio, a quiet but actually knows more than the teacher. I think that's true about Scorpio, because Scorpios aren't always overachievers. They aren't always the smartest kid in class. But a lot of times when you finally get them to talk, they know as much, if not more. They may not test very well all the time, but a lot of times they're really intelligent. According to Google, Scorpio and Aquarius are the two most intelligent signs in the zodiac. So I've always thought that was interesting. But whereas Aquarius is more likely to show it, Scorpio is more likely to be quiet about it. Libra. Libra is the teacher's pet. I agree with this, because Libras like to be liked. And in every school that I was in, there was always a bunch of Libras making nice with everybody. And many of them were the teacher's pets. So that makes a lot of sense. Of course, you want a cooperative and friendly pet that you could send to the office to get you staples. You can't send the rowdy Aquarius. Virgo. The Virgo secretly thinks they know more than the teacher. Interesting. I can see that with a Virgo. I can see that. And they might actually do know more than the teacher, because Virgos are perfectionists. So you never know with them. But yeah, I can see that. That level of arrogance is very Virgo. Leo wants to be star pupil. Praise them often. I can see that, because I feel like Leos like many of them, the ones that aren't shy, really like attention. And even some of the shy ones like attention from certain people. So I could see that. Cancer. The intuitive learner needs reassurance. I could see that because I could see Cancers as being pretty intuitive. So I definitely can see that. Gemini. The most curious asks great questions. Again, yes, I could definitely see that. The Geminis I know are constantly curious, constantly learning, constantly talking, and sometimes their curiosity gets them in trouble. They can be so curious that it gets them into stuff. Taurus needs time to ponder. Taurus have a tendency to move a little slower than most people. The Taurus I know specifically, and they get it, but it sometimes takes them a little bit longer. They want to ponder. They want to think about things. They want to kick things around. They see things from different perspectives. They're often nonconformists too, so that aids to that as well. And the last one is Aries. Aries gets bored easily, needs challenges on the regular. That makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense because if you think about it, Aries are known for being high energy, highly energetic, needing to be challenged. Many of them are competitive. So I can see all of those. All these are good. And I'm not surprised. She did an awesome job with these. So let's take a look at our positive comments. Our first positive comment came from Sassy Soul 777. Hey, Sassy. Sassy said, people keep hurting you and expect you to forgive them every time. I choose me. I agree with you, Sassy. People do that, especially people that you love. A lot of times lovers will do that. They think that they can mess up time and time again, and you're just going to keep forgiving them, keep putting up with their crap, keep expecting, accepting their tired ass apologies. They do expect that. And especially if you've done it a few times, but even if you haven't, if somebody in the past has done that, they'll expect you to do the same thing. Blessed Diva 1624. Hey, what do you think about Aquarius being a nurse? Well, I think that a lot of Aquarius are healers. So I could see the healing aspect making sense. The problem I think an Aquarius would have with being a nurse is that there's going to be a lot of chiefs and not enough Indians. And there's going to be a lot of people around. Families. It depends on what kind of nurse you are, because if you're in a hospital or an ER, are you private duty? I think if I was going to be a nurse, I would want to be a private duty nurse. Make a lot of money, work with one client, one family, and go to hell home. I have a friend that does that. She works 12 hours a day. She deals with this woman. That's the only client she's had for the past 4 years. Once the woman passes over, the company gives her another client. So if I was an Aquarius, I would want to be a private duty nurse. That would probably be the best because you can help your client, you can do your thing, and you're going to have plenty of time to yourself, which is good for an Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius that's in the ER or a hospital or something like that, I think the excitement would be interesting for you. Aquarius love that excitement. But it's the people. It's too many people. It's going to be administrators on your ass. It's going to be other nurses, head nurses. It's going to be gossip because I know a woman, one of my favorite clients. She's the head nurse at some place, and it's constant drama. I mean, constant drama. Drama you wouldn't even expect. She was telling me about somebody putting like a voodoo spell on somebody and it got around the hospital. All kind of stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of drama. Then you have the parents or families coming in. If somebody's sick or they're passing over, you got to deal with that. And Aquarius, we really would like to deal with less people than more. That's why I said private duty. Because with private duty, you have one client and whatever their family members are. It could be as little as one person, or it could be a lot of people. But it's just that one family. You're not dealing with constant stuff. It could get a little boring, private duty for an Aquarius. But that'll give you plenty of time to read and pursue your other hobbies and your other ambitions and your humanitarian pursuits, So for me, that's the way I would do it if I was going to go the nursing route. Another route is to be in charge, you know. An Aquarius who's in charge will generally be happier than Aquarius who's not in charge. But again, if you're in charge, you still run that problem of people. You know, I always tell Aquarius, the least amount of people that you have to be bothered with, the better. I work from home, as y'all know. I'm bothered with no one. No one at all. The only people I'm bothered with are my clients. You know, we collect mano y mano. You know, we collaborate. We do their readings. We do whatever it is we got to do with their magic, and we move on. You know, I don't have to hear, you know, like for instance, evaluations and, you know, all that kind of little stuff that could be helpful. The positive criticism could be helpful, but usually it's not. It's usually you battling some supervisor who can't stand you and won't give you the 4 stars you deserve because they don't want you to get a promotion. You know, it's stuff like that. And you don't deal with that when you're by yourself. So that's why I always tell Aquarius, try to work by yourself. Private investigator, you know, try to do things that are with, or that are by yourself. IT person that just, you know, gets, you know, a consultant, you know, somebody who just comes out and helps and goes home, you know, that kind of thing. The less you have to be bothered with people and you're an Aquarius, the better. It's better for us to deal with people when we want to versus then having to. Okay? So, like I said, if I was going to do nursing, that's the route I would take. Okay? Thank you so much for your question. And you guys come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.